from the time we were growing up, Romeo had the sea in his mind. He used to run away when he was a little boy to go and swim. He used to get back and get whipped for that, but he just loved it. And anything with the sea, Romeo used to love. He was always somebody that liked the marine life, protected the environment, right? Anything to do with the sea. And not only see the rivers, because the manatees, everything he could tell you about. And he was always passionate about everything that belonged to the sea. He always used to tell you, right? Whenever we go out anywhere, he used to tell us by glass, he said, we're going, like we're going to swim, dive, if we snorkel. He said, make sure you not touch the reef, not stand up on the reef and damage so and so. The leaf fish, then you catch, throw them back, because then you have to come back and we ain't didn't see a fish, Many times the guys used to hang out, used to say, boy, make we go raid and trap, go with any small lobster. Rome used to go with us, and we used to go, but he used to tell them, no man, throw them up, that's it, man. We come back for them when they're bigger and nicer, right? So he always used to try to protect and anything to preserve the environment, especially the marine life, right? He was very, very good at that.
He loved the sea. He loved all aspects of the sea. And there wasn't one aspect of working in the sea that Romy didn't master. He was one of the most sought after person, no matter what area he was working in, because he always strived to be the best, and he always did the best at whatever he was charged to do at the end of the day. Could you believe it? Today I have units dealing with enforcement, units dealing with research, units dealing with logistics. And in the early 90s, Romi Badillo was all of these things.
The way he promoted conservation and responsible behavior in the ocean and around it, that's what he wanted. I mean, he didn't want it to be recognized, but he wanted everybody to be responsible in the marine environment.
That's where he contributed the most, relaying that passion for conservation of the seas, protection of the seas, and what Belize has, the patriotic part as well. Everyone needs to see it, everyone needs to experience it to value it, and he really did feel that, believe that, and he lived it.
When I started out at the fisheries department, I was a very young person, still getting familiar with the sea. And I remember clearly when I started diving under the mentorship of Romi. I was very fortunate to have somebody like Romi to not only show me the ropes, but to actually impart necessary skills and training that helped me with my day-to-day activities here at fisheries. Whether it had to deal with going down south to work in what we would call dangerous situations with illegal fishers from Honduras and Guatemala, whether it was to lead a research expedition to the depths of the blue hole, or whether it was to now provide logistical support to the everyday activities here in the fisheries department and to other arms of government. That's what Romi was. He was one of the pillars, one of the pioneers.
Everything apart from scuba diving, everything that involves the sea, I learned about 90% from Romi Badillo. He was always willing to teach, and everything, boat handling, learning to read the waves, the seas, knowing the areas around. I mean, I learned a lot from him. Learning navigation, using primitive methods of navigation. Apart from GPS, he was always willing to teach. As a company, we have developed a lot of dive professionals in the industry, and everybody can tell you Romi is their role model. Everybody wants to grow up to be like Romi.
The important part of conservation is education and getting people to feel that same passion, that same love that you have. And when he talked about it, you knew he loved what he did. He loved the sea. He loved the biodiversity of the sea. We've taken multiple trips to Blue Hole, and that would excite him to see Belizeans out there, He always felt that as many Belizeans should get out there as possible.
When he died, it came as a very big shock to everybody, especially me, because now there's so much things that need to get done that Romy used to do. It was just like one phone call away. Now, his space will never be filled. If you look at my schedule now, Romy's name is right at the top, just a blank space. Will always be there because I told everybody he will never be replaced, so we shouldn't even try to replace him. We just need to pull the weight the way he would do it.
The loss that was experienced was tremendous. You can't replace a one-of-a-kind person, and that's what he was. He was a one-of-a-kind captain, kind person who really, like I said, had a passion and a love that he wanted to share with everybody. The magnitude of people who felt the loss is a testament to the man. And I think there's comfort in that. It's selfish comfort in that we know that we all felt that and felt that love.
We were so close, right? We grew up from 5 right up. Never miss a beat, right? It's hard. Put it in one, he's an exemplary guy. He brought up his son just to follow right in his tracks, right? And everything he did was to get him to be who he was, who Romy was, and follow in his footsteps, right? So I think he left something good for his family to follow, which is, I think, is being closely followed by his son.
He was definitely strong into family values. He was always making time for his family, always giving advice to others about spending time with their family.
I truly believe that we lost an icon. What we see here today was really built on the legacy of such a man during his time.